Shalom, everyone. And this year is based off last week's Sikha on Parshas Vayechi. But before I say the Sikha, I'm going to give a Akhtama. You can explain in the Kuda and Vata Tzava based off the Sikha. So in Vata Tzava, the Rebbe says, the Rebbe explains the Pasuk V'Kiba Yehudim. The Rebbe says that in the time of Matan Torah, the Yidden accepted the Torah, but we say that it's Kafle Markagigis. It wasn't the complete deal. And say Dafka by Purim, when the Yidden were crushed, or that lineal causes, that's when we say that they really accepted the Torah. The Kiba Yidden was a Sheikh Elastic. So before this Maimer, there was a flawless understanding that the Yidden were being crushed from Haman's, Gzeres, and Achashverosh. And then they accepted that's when they accepted the Torah, and because that they had a nest. The Rebbe says that really there's like the two tkufis. There's before when they're being crushed, and then there is when after they already had the end of Esapcha, they already based Haman Nitan Esther when they're completely took over the whole thing, and then when the Yidden still kept the Yiddishkeit in the fullest way, that is the Kibbutz Yehudim. When you have Archava, that's a lot higher way of accepting something when nothing's pushing you from above, and with being connected to the Tkufa in Russia and the Tkufa in America. In Russia, the Yidden were being crushed to do the thing what's right, and then when the Yidden came to America, they had a chava, and we say dafka when there's a chava. That's what we say is the main test, and that's when you could stand in that. I mean, that's when you know the person's real. And we explained, the Rebbe explains this test. Why do we say that a Yid, even though he has a Chava Begashmis, he's still cusses, he's still broken? What's wrong? So the Rebbe says that when there's no Gila Elikus in the whole world, then the person's already broken, because if the no Gila in the whole world, that means he's not doing his Avodah in the Shleimus. And if he was doing his Avodah in the Shleimus, then the whole world will already be lit up. And even though the people, they're very high levels, and everything's our Hashpi, it was a very high level in the fun of Leinecher Abayis Klal, but we'll get to the question in a minute. This itself, when someone knows that if the Beis Mikdash wasn't built in his days, that means it was destroyed in his days, because it's something's lacking in his Veda. The Ha'ara, in the brackets, the Rebbe says, that the Alter Rebbe says, that it says in Tikkunim, and Rashbi says in Zohar, that even if one tzaddik does Shua Shlema, then Moshiach would have been here already. Why? Because when he does Shua Shlema, then the whole world is ready, gets this Geula Likus. And then the Rebbe continues, the Maimer explains, so too that can make someone have cusses. So my question is, why is the Rebbe telling this thing to us? That when someone knows that if he does Tshuva Shlema, then he can bring Moshiach. If Rashbi, which he's the one saying it, the fun of Leinecher Abayis Klal is in the highest levels, and nevertheless, Moshiach still didn't come. Dayan Leiba, we're still in goals. So why is the Rebbe telling it to us? What is it? How is it supposed to help us in our Avodah by knowing this thing? A person can think, okay, Rashbi can't do it, how could I do it? And Mitzad Sheni, what is the Rebbe trying to tell us? So, the Nekudas of here is that the Rebbe says in the Sikha Memches, Yud Gimel Ir, that when Rashbi is saying this thing, he's not trying to be a Baal Gaiva, and it's not like he's trying to, because Moshiach didn't come, and he's the one saying this thing, and Moshiach still didn't come with his work. So we're saying that just like there's a Moshe in every year, there's a Rashbi in every year, and Rashbi is trying to tell us that you have this koyach to be this tzaddik echad which could bring Moshiach. And to explain this nekuda that we could be this tzaddik echad and we shouldn't be let down, this is where we have the sikha about bikesh agas sakets. The Rebbe says that why does Yaakov Avinu want to be megal the cats? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? If it's a good thing, then why is Hashem holding him back? And if it's a bad thing, why did he have to have a minute to do it? So the Kitzur, the Rebbe says, and I can get the whole long riches, that Yaakov Avinu wanted to reveal the cats in order, because when he reveals the cats, there is something special that helps the Yidden. But Hashem held it back because it wasn't the time. What's in the Kudah? So without getting the whole popol, straight to the point, the Rebbe says that Yaakov Avinu was wanted to tell them that the Ketz is not the Tavshin Peidal. The Ketz is Yitzias Mitzrayim. We leave Mitzrayim. If you guys do the Avodah in the right way, we could leave Mitzrayim. And they could have had the Inu of Achishana. Even though, they tell them it's in 420 years. It's 400 years, the whole Gullus. But the Rebbe explains how they even had it faster through their doing the Avodah in the right way. But Hashem says, no, don't reveal the Ketz. Because there's two ways of Avodah. There's a Avodah, which is when someone's says Mitzvah, a special time. And there's a Avodah, a regular Tuesday night, when someone's inspired to do what's right. When someone does a regular Tuesday night without anyone pushing him, that is the Shleimus Avodah. He's not doing it because someone's forcing him or something's pushing him, whatever. He's doing it mitzad himself. And this is what Hashem was telling Yaakov Avinu. I know you want to be regal the Ketz, but it's not going to be a Geula Shleima. The Yidden are going to have they might have a Achishana, but it's not going to be completely mitzad himself. The Rebbe says, and even deeper, that when you know something's real, like we say in Vata Tetzaveh, and I'm going to connect everything, when it's 100% mitzad the Tachte, and Geula Nitzchit, the final redemption, is a redemption that there's no Gullus after it. And so in order, the Avodah for that redemption has to be a complete Avodah. And Hashem is telling him, you want to have the complete Avodah, it needs to be completely mitzad the Yidden. It can't be mitzad you, bring Megala Kitzur to them, and then they're going to have a whole mix of Avodah, and it's not going to be the fully mitzad the Tachte. So, Ibazai, why did Yaakov Avinu want to be Megala the Ketz if it's not the complete Avodah? The Rebbe says, the Yaakov Avinu was attacking this high level. He was at Silos, and he was ready there. But Hashem was telling him, the Yidden aren't there yet. And that's why Yaakov Avinu wasn't Megala the Ketz. So, what's the connection to the Maimer? That Rashbi is saying that when we do our Avodah, we could change the whole world. Why didn't he do it himself? So it's answered because the Rebbe says that we wanted the Geula should be a complete Avodah, and that's completely when it's Mitzad HaTachton. And if Rashbi would bring Moshiach, it's like Yaakov Avinu would bring Megala the Ketz. It's like it's not 100% Mitzad the Yidden. But so Ibazai, why did Yaakov want to reveal the Ketz, or what's this Indian of Rashbi saying that when we do our when Tzadik Echad could bring Moshiach, we could do it. This is biggest Shagas the Ketz. Rebbe says that through the wanting, or like we said that in the Sikha from Mches, that when Rashbi is saying that you could do it, he's basically giving us the koach to do it. So biggest Shagas is a Ketz, and Rashbi is saying that Tzayach is telling us that we have the koach to do it. And when someone knows this, that can demand the person to do his avodah in a much, much greater way. So the Kitzur Nimrod, reason why Rashbi was not the tzaddik echad, because like we say regarding the Ketz, that Hashem wants that should be completely mitzad the tachton. And if they do it, it wouldn't be completely mitzad us. And it's a Geula Shleima, that means it's 100% from our own inspiration, not from anyone pushing us. And this is the whole Nakudah of Vata Tetzaveh of Kibbutz Yehudim, that the Yidden, they have the time of Purim when they had Chayros, and no one's pushing them. That was the Shleim Avodah. Now in America, when there's no one that we don't have to hide anywhere to learn, we have Hachav Begashmius, and we still do Avodah. That's the Shleimus. And what's the point of telling this to us? Because when they told us, they're giving us the koyach that we can do it. And interesting, the Rebbe says that we ready, when someone knows we're ready, call kitzin, everything's already done, and we just need to know this nakuda that we could be the person to change the whole world. Chi Adonai Rabbeinu Malchum Shiach Le'olam Vad. Adrei Rebbe Moshiach Levavai. Adrei Rebbe Moshiach Levavai.